Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Teacher Raph. This is another episode of the Twilight Zone, and this is published by the Epic Times, September 24th, 2021 by Jack Phillips and Mimi Nguyen Lee. And I strongly suggest that you listen to the whole article because there's a lot of information throughout this article. So it's kind of like piecemeal, you know what I mean? There's sections of information. You don't get all of the information in the beginning or in the middle. So just bear with me. It's kind of a longer one than usual. Here we go. The title is Arizona Senate Hears of Multiple Inconsistencies Found by Election Audit. Arizona Attorney General says his office will review findings. Arizona lawmakers were told on Friday during a hearing on an audit conducted in the state's most populous county of inconsistencies uncovered during a forensic audit into the 2020 election. The Maricopa County audit was commissioned by Republicans in the Arizona Senate. Senate President Karen Fann, a Republican, issued a letter on the same day to Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich recommending further investigation following the audit's findings. In the letter, she raised concerns over signature verification on mail-in ballots, the accuracy of voter rolls, the securing of election systems, and the record-keeping of evidence related to the elections. Quote, I am therefore forwarding the reports for your office's consideration, and if you find it appropriate, further investigation as part of your ongoing oversight of these issues, Fann told Brnovich in the letter. Brnovich, a Republican running for the U.S. Senate, said in a statement, I will take all necessary actions that are supported by the evidence and where I have legal authority. Arizonians deserve to have their votes accurately counted and protected. His office said that its election integrity unit will thoroughly review the Senate's information and evidence. Specific allegations cannot be commented on until the review is complete, the office added. Fann said Friday at the hearing that the audit had faced unnecessary obstruction from Maricopa County officials who went to court in a bid to try to block the audit and subpoenas from the state Senate. While the forensic audit did not uncover a significant difference in the total vote tallies, the difference was only hundreds in the final report. Evidence was uncovered of numerous other anomalies, including statutes being broken and chain of custody not being followed by Fann. Fann added. Cyber Ninjas, a Florida-based company hired by the state Senate to conduct the audit, said its review involved over 1,500 people and a total of over 100,000 hours. While the company said it only found in the recount a vote discrepancy of 994 in the presidential race and 1167 in a U.S. Senate race, the report highlighted potential issues with a combined total of 53,305 ballots. Maricopa County on Friday issued a series of statements on its Twitter page in response to findings laid out in a purported draft audit report of Cyber Ninja's forensic audit that had been released ahead of the Senate audit hearing. The draft audit report's figures did not entirely correlate with that of Cyber Ninja's final report. Fann said Friday at the hearing, as you know, somebody leaked one of the draft reports out over the last 48 hours. It was a draft report, so I can tell you that what's in that is not entirely what's in the final report. However, some key allegations in the draft report regarding ballots did match that of the final report. 23,344 mail-in ballots voted from prior address. According to Cyber Ninja's final report, 23,344 mail-in ballots were received from voters' previous addresses. Mail-in ballots were cast under voter registration IDs for people that may not have received their ballots by mail because they had moved, and no one with the same last name remained at the address. Through extensive data analysis, we have discovered approximately 23,344 votes that may have this condition, the report states. Cyber Ninjas noted in its report that if ballots are sent by forwardable mail, this would violate the Arizona Elections Procedures Manual. The Senate should consider referring this matter to the Attorney General's office for a criminal investigation as to whether the requirements of ARS 16-452C have been violated, the company stated in the report. Maricopa County refuted the allegation on Friday, saying mail-in ballots are not forwarded to another address. It also asserted that voting from a previous address is legal under federal election law, such as in the case of American military and overseas voters. The county also said it had 20,933 one-time temporary address requests for the 2020 general election. 9,041 more ballots returned by voter than received. Cyber Ninjas found that 9,041 more ballots were returned by voters than were sent to them. According to the report, 9,041 more ballots showed as returned in the EV33 early voting returns file for a single individual who voted by mail, then show as sent to that individual within the EV32 early voting sent file. In most of these instances, an individual was sent one ballot but had two ballots received on different dates. Auditors later noted they were told that some of the discrepancies could be due to the protected voter list, but were not able to validate that. Maricopa County released a statement to similar effect on Friday. The county disputed the findings on Twitter, saying the majority of times when there are multiple entries in the EV33 file are when voters return a ballot without a signature or with a signature discrepancy. And in such cases, election staff contact the voter. Cyber Ninjas, voters potentially voted in multiple counties. Cyber Ninjas noted that some 5,295 ballots were affected by voters who potentially voted in multiple counties. The company said that it had compared Maricopa County's list of all its voters who cast a ballot in the election, also referred to as the VM55 final voted file, to the equivalent files of the other 14 Arizona counties to find a total of 5,047 voters with the same first, middle, last name, and birth year, representing some 10,342 votes among all the counties. The ballot impacted was calculated by the total number of votes, 10,342, and subtracting the maximum number of potential unique people, 5,047. This yielded 5,295, the report said. Separately, the company found that the number of ballots tallied in the official Maricopa results were 3,432, more than the total number of people voted. The official result totals do not match the equivalent vote totals from the final voted file, VM55, Cyber Ninjas said. Cyber Ninjas said the finding is significant because the number of individuals who showed up to vote should always match the number of votes cast. The company recommended that legislation that would require the official canvass to fully reconcile with the final voted file should be considered. Cyber Ninjas said in another finding that there were 2,592 more duplicate ballots than original ballots sent to duplication, a process for replacing damaged or improperly marked ballots with a new ballot that preserves the voter's intent. This is probably one of the more interesting parts, that we had more duplicates than original ballots, Cyber Ninja CEO Doug Logan said in his presentation on Friday. According to our accounts from our audit, we had 26,965 original ballots, and we had 29,557 that were duplicate ballots, and those numbers should be the same. Based on the numbers received from Maricopa County, we should have had 27,869 of both originals and duplicates, and they should have matched up perfectly, he added. Other findings of the balance impacted included 2,382 in-person votes who had moved out of Maricopa County and 2,081 voters who moved out of state during the 29-day period preceding the election. Responding to the findings, the county said it had completed separate spot checks and found no discrepancies for either of the figures. Cyber Ninjas also reported that there were 1,551 votes counted in excess of voters who voted, as well as a slew of other categories of findings that affected a smaller number of ballots, such as 397 mail-in ballots sent without there being a record of them having been sent, 393 ballots that had been incomplete names, 282 votes cast by individuals who were flagged as deceased, and 198 votes cast by individuals who registered to vote after the October 15 deadline, among other smaller categories. 17,322 duplicates of early voting ballot return envelopes. Shiva Ayyadurai, who was commissioned by the Senate to check the signatures or lack thereof on the early voting ballot EVB return envelope, said during Friday's presentation that the audit reveals anomalies raising questions on the verifiability of the signature verification process. Ayyadurai said that his team was hired only to verify whether the envelopes contained a signature, not whether the actual signature matched that of the voter in question. Of the 1,929,242 return envelopes provided by the Senate, 17,322 duplicates were found, with some voters having cast the same ballot 3 to 4 times, according to Ayyadurais' report. And there's a PDF link there, you can click on it. He noted that Maricopa County's Canvas report, meanwhile, did not report any duplicates. In response to duplicated ballot allegations, Maricopa County wrote Friday, "Duplicated ballots. Every time a voter has a questioned signature or a blank envelope, We work with that voter to cure the signature. That's our staff doing their job to contact voters with question signatures or blank ballots. Only one ballot is counted. Among other several key findings, Ayudera noted that over 25% of the duplicate ballots were received between November 4th and November 9th, 2020. Allegations of deletions. Auditors stated in their report that according to the master file table MFT of the drives, a large number of files on the election management system EMS server and high-pro scanner machines were deleted. These files would have aided in our review analysis of the election systems as part of the audit. The report reads, the deletion of these files significantly slowed down much of the analysis. Maricopa County denied the allegation in a Twitter post on Friday, saying Maricopa County strongly denies claims that at Maricopa Vote staff intentionally deleted data. The county also said it has backups for all November data, and those archives were never subpoenaed. While auditors finish part of the audit that deals with the ballots, they say an evaluation of voting machine equipment is ongoing. Because the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors and the Arizona Senate have recently settled their dispute concerning outstanding subpoena items, this portion of the audit is not yet complete, the Cyber Ninjas report states. Okay, this is responses on Twitter, which are subjective. So let's just scroll down to the official stuff here. But FAN has long said that the goal of the audit was to improve Arizona's election system and wasn't designed to overrun the results. Our number one goal is to make sure those laws are followed, FAN said during Friday's hearing, adding that there are a lot of people with questions about the state's election integrity. Citing a poll, FAN said that 45% of Arizona's voters had significant distrust in the election system ahead of the official release of the report on Friday afternoon by the state Senate. And then Trump says his Twitter subjective opinion, which is fine, but I'm just trying to get to the objective things here. Arizona is one of the several key swing states, including Georgia, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, and Wisconsin, that were certified for Biden during the November 3rd election. Trump won those states with the exception of Nevada in 2016. According to official results, Biden won Arizona over Trump by a margin of just over 10,000 votes. Maricopa County hasn't responded to the Epoch Times request for comment. Well, there you have it, folks. Hit like, leave a comment, share it, and remember, be safe. Take care.